Can you go to the next slide? I need someone who agrees with that statement. What's that? Oh, yeah. No, it got cut off, dude. Yeah. Yeah, it got cut off. All right. I need someone who agrees with that statement. Dude, you? Wait, hang on. You were up here before, though. No, someone else. Nah, you. Dude, I need someone who agrees with the statement. Dude, you? All right, come on. All right, Mom. Hey, we're going to do this quickly. Yo, I really want to use this. Here we go. Look, man. We have 15 minutes. So here's where we're at. I want to use this as a video segment that we're going to get up tonight so we can use it as part of the assignments. So let's stay chilled and I want to get this as short as possible so you're not sending 25-minute videos out for people to watch. Let's get it really short, okay? So this is pretty cool. U.S. spends too much money on foreign assistance in other countries.
Yes.
What's your name?
Darren.
Darren, where are you from?
South Philly.
South Philly? So you're African American? Seriously. You're African American?
Yes.
Yeah? So your ancestors you trace them to slavery?
Yep.
Okay. So here we go. Go to the next slide. Can you answer that question?
Non-military foreign aid.
Everybody come up with an answer to that question, by the way.
I want to say 8%.
You say 8%?
Yeah.
What do you say, bro?
I'm guessing it's B.
What would you say, bro? What do you say? Non-military. Non-military aid. What would you say? What would you say? C? What would you say, bro?
A or B.
Bro. What? B? Dude. Bro. Pink shirt. All right, listen, man. So here's the deal. The answer is A. Okay? Most people, what do you think about it being A, by the way?
I mean, I started to say A, but I didn't want to go all the way with it because I know that the United States spends.
Yo, wait, hang on. Yo, y'all.
I was going to say A, but I went with B because it was not as low. But I do know that the United States spends a lot of money on the military. So I didn't.
This is non-military, though.
Yeah, non-military.
Got you,
so that
okay.
was part of the reason why I said B instead of A.
Okay.
It was still pretty low.
So where the funding goes. So maybe a third of the funding of our non-military foreign aid goes to health issues like AIDS, tuberculosis, Ebola, various infectious diseases. A sixth of it goes to infrastructure projects in other countries, building dams and bridges and roads and that sort of thing. A sixth of it goes to disaster relief and refugees, humanitarian funds, this kind of thing, right? So it goes to lots of different things, but it's 1%. The average number, do you know when we ask Americans to pick the percentage of our total budget that goes toward military aid, do you know what the average answer is from Americans?
No. Is it one of those? Or?
Close enough, yep.
Close enough. Average, let's say 17%?
26 is the answer, actually. When you ask Americans and you have them pick a number, the average answer that Americans give is 26. 26% of the budget going to other countries. And so we have this idea that we spend too much money in other countries, and 1% is really not that much. But let's look at what that is. Next slide. So, foreign aid. The U.S. is the most generous country of all the countries, bro, right? Hands down. So this is in millions of dollars, right? So that's a lot of money. Okay? And then look at Germany behind us, UK. Japan used to be out ahead of us, but the economic crisis over the years. Okay? How do you think the U.S. does in terms of its percentage of our total budget? Percentage of our GDP
Well, that's because we
for
make
foreign aid.
the
Of our
US brings
total
in
GDP.
a lot more money
Yeah?
than
Well, here, let me just show you this. Go to the next slide. So the percentage of the national gross income, okay? So it's not the budget, but it's the national gross income. Okay, look, Sweden's on top, UAE, Norway. Look, so 1.41% of all their income goes to foreign aid in Sweden. And then we go down, 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 and somewhere way, way down the list is the United States at 0.17%. So even though we give a lot,
yeah,
total
it's
dollars,
much.
percentage-wise relative to their country. You know who's right below us, by the way?
No.
Portugal. Portugal is practically a third world country. You know what I mean? Portugal. Not really, but you know. So here, let me walk you through something, all right? Go to the next slide. So this would be like this. Follow this. This would be like if you made $50,000 and we taxed you at 20% and you paid taxes at 10%. So you understand, you go back, right? You go back one slide, bro. Look, you understand. So generosity is really about what percentage of your income are you giving to
Right.
other countries. It's not like it's how much, but it's also what percentage.
Percentage. Got it.
Okay? Okay, so go to the next slide. So you make $50,000, we tax you at 20%, so you pay $10,000 in taxes. I make $500,000, we tax me at 20%, and I pay $100,000.
Right.
But I say, hey, that's not fair. I'm paying so much more in taxes than everybody else that I actually only want to pay $50,000. I should only get taxed at 10%. What would you say to that?
Well, like you said, it's about the percentage. They're paying the same percent of their income.
And so you would say, therefore, what? I should pay
It's-
50,000 or I should pay 100,000?
100,000.
I should pay 100,000.
You should pay 100,000.
Okay, so let's go back up. Back slide, back one. Look at the countries here. Look at us down here.
Mm-hmm.
Look at all these, even Turkey, y'all, right? Finland, Luxembourg. Look at us. Is that fair?
No, not really.
The UN recommends this, by the way. Is that fair?
It's not fair that we pay 0.17%. We don't pay as much as they do.
Yeah.
So
I don't know what the answer to the question is, right? Is it fair? I don't know. But here, let's go to the next one. Here's another thing about aid. You ready? Aid, about 60% of all the aid is what we call tied. Have you ever heard of this term, tied?
no.
Okay, let me tell you what tied is. Tied is when we say, look, we're going to give you money to build a bridge, or we're going to give you money to fight AIDS, or we're going to give you money to set up a refugee camp. Dude, can I tell you why this is important, by the way? It's like you want to be a thinker. You don't want to be stupid. Don't be stupid. Tonight, St. Patty's Day, whatever, you can be stupid. Don't be stupid, but you can be a little bit stupid because that's what happens. But don't be stupid in your life. Don't be dumb. These are the kinds of things, this kind of information here is the kind of thing that separates you from being dumb. And you don't want to be dumb. So follow what I'm saying right here so that in the future, when you're in this conversation, you can actually sound like, hey, I think I kind of know what I'm talking about on something. So follow this. So we pay a lot of money, relatively speaking, in aid. But percentage-wise, the percent of our income, it's not really a lot of money. There are a lot of other countries, including countries that are poorer than us, that pay more. They're more generous. When their people, when they reach into their national treasury and decide how much they're going to give to other less advanced countries, they give more, proportionately speaking. So it makes you wonder, like, okay, when we put it with taxes, it's like, okay, well, all right, let me think about that in a way that hits me. But the other side is at least 60% of the aid we give is tied. And by tying it, what we mean is that we're going to give you this money to build a dam or to build a road or to help fight AIDS or to build a hospital or whatever it is. But in order to use the money, you have to pay. We're going to tell you who can do that work. And what we're going to do is we're actually going to spend that money in our country. Like we're going to send our corporations over there to build your road. We're going to send our construction companies over to build the dam. We're going to send our drug companies over to help you fight AIDS or Ebola or whatever it is. In other words, we're going to take money from the U.S. Treasury. We're going to give it to U.S. companies and corporations and entities, and then we're going to pay those entities to go over and do something in another country in the world. So what we're going to do is really take money from this place in our society and give it to these people in our society, so everybody else can say, we're giving all this money in foreign aid. No, we're not actually. Most of the money, more than half, we're actually giving to ourselves to go spend somewhere else to solve some problem. When I say that, how does it seem now to you?
Now I realize that
Hold the mic
we
really close.
do spend a lot, but we don't spend as much as I thought we did. Because mainly I thought we spent money on. I never thought about like spending money on countries, and like I always thought about the U.S. being in debt all the time.
Yeah.
I'm spending money on like military and all kinds of like other things that put us in debt. But I never thought about the percentages that we actually pay because we make more money overall than poorer countries.
Sure, and especially because we're not just doing, most of the projects we do, we get something back from them. Who's the highest income earner in your house?
My mom.
How much does she make?
About 65.
65?
Right.
Is she rich?
No.
You don't think she's rich?
Well, she has to support 2 kids.
All right, hang on. Bro, can you pull the website up? Let's see how rich your mom is compared to everybody else in the world. Because when I say is she rich, you're thinking compared to these people, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see how rich she is. Okay, so U.S., and let's put 65? Wait, net annual income, though. Does she have any stocks or bonds or
No.
anything if she gets income? Okay, so she's probably she has 2 kids, so her net salary is probably 55, bro. Put 55 in there. Let's see where she is. Dude, so your mother as an income earner in the world of income earners she's like in the elite, dude. The top 0.24%.
Yeah.
Maybe not compared to like where Daniel's family, you know what I mean? But look at that. Jiggy, wait, how much did you make last year? We'll say 13.5. Let's put Jiggy up there, 13.5. See how Jiggy did. You're in the top 10. You're about 10%, in the 90th percentile. That's pretty rich. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I see.
Dude, how's it feel to be rich? Your mom's rich, dude.
It feels great. I'm rich.
What's that?
I'm rich. I can say I'm rich now.
You can say you're rich. Wait, Daniel, how much did your parents make? What's their highest income?
Just one of them.
One? Yeah.
Like 190.
Put 190 in there, bro. Well, it's not going to be 190 because they're paying. So put like 160. Dude, get ready. Damn, dog. Killing it. Bro, so where are you from in Philly?
South Philly.
South Philly? Dude, seriously. You're rich. Your mom's rich, dude.
I'm rich.
I mean, it's all relative, right? But yet, still, that's pretty serious. And I think one of the issues that we have in this world is we're always comparing ourselves to people around us, but we're not like sort of taking a step outside and comparing us to the world.
Right.
So when we think about things like foreign aid, we're thinking, wow, we're spending on all these countries all over the world, but not having an understanding of really how those countries are.
Right.
How is that? How is that now?
I have a completely different view on it now. I just learned something
Yeah.
more than just.
Hey, wait, hang on. Hey, everybody. Seriously? Dudes, I'm going to start dropping some F-bombs in a couple minutes. Seriously. Exactly. Go ahead.
Well, I learned that we don't put out as much as we could as one of the elite countries. And I learned that we make a lot more than we think as individual groups in this country.
So listen, man, my message isn't that we should spend more. I have no idea how much we should spend, like in foreign aid. I really don't know.
Right.
I just know that in the U.S., by and large, people have a very distorted image or understanding of how much we do spend.
Right.
Just like people have a distorted image of how poor they are because they're only comparing themselves to the people living next to them, not people around the world.
Right.
You know, about 700 million people will go to bed tonight hungry. 700 million people.
That's true.
That's a lot of people, man.
That's a lot.
Dudes, listen. Yo, just be safe, all right, this weekend.